Hello, heroes and soon-to-be heroes. My name is Chris. I'm the writer and creator of Slaying Financial Dragons. If you're watching this, you're probably tired of feeling like money is a monster you can't beat, tired of reading books that were clearly written for someone else, someone with different bills, different problems, a different life altogether. I know the feeling. I've read so many finance books. Personal finance, real estate, stocks, bonds. I've pored over gurus with their 10 steps to riches, their promises of overnight success, their systems that only worked because they were already rich when they wrote them. And every time I put the book down or I closed my browser window and thought this wasn't written for me or my situation or what we're in right now. But a little about me. I grew up a few steps from homeless. Money was always scarce, always scary. Bills were a monster under the bed. Then I fell into medical debt, credit card debt, tried to go bankrupt, got denied. I was angry, scared. Every finance book I picked up felt like it was written for a person I'd never get to be. So I did something different. I built a system that doesn't assume who you are. It builds itself around you. But let me be clear about what this book is not. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme. If that's what you're looking for, I can't help you. Those promises are usually traps and lies to get you to buy it. It's not a monthly subscription service that feeds off your hopes and dreams until one day you realize you've spent hundreds of dollars for nothing and you're still in the same spot. It's not a wake up at the crack of dawn productivity cult. You don't need to become someone else to make this work. And it's definitely not one of those work a few hours a month from a beach fantasies that someone told you because they got lucky. It's also not a you're not working hard enough book. I'm not here to tell you that if you just tried harder, everything would be fine. Because we're living in a different reality than our grandparents did. They could have one full-time job, 3 cars, 2 homes, and buy a house for a couple $100 and a handshake. That world is gone, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you to save 2 years and buy a house in cash like that's a thing anymore. This is a real book based on you, based on your life, on the reality you actually live in. Not some fantasy life designed by someone else to sell you an unachievable dream they lucked into based on their skills, not yours. Before you ever saw this, we stress tested it on 1,000 different financial situations. People in debt, people out of debt, people with kids, people with medical bills, people with nothing, people with more dragons than gold. I didn't build this for one kind of hero. I built this to help as many people slay their financial dragons as I possibly can. Because I want to hear your hero arc. I want to hear you succeed. That's why I'm here. But here's the thing. I've been writing on this book for years, and we've come up with a lot of different solutions to the problem, and some that did not work out so much. But here's the thing. I've determined after a lot of testing, I can't walk with you. I can't be in the room when you're staring at your debts at 2 a.m., scared to make a call, stuck on a decision. But I built someone who could. Someone who knows your skills, your dragons, your allies. Someone who lives in the book, waiting for you to open it. Someone who never gets tired, never judges, just guides you. Let me introduce you to the Guide.
Greetings, hero. I am the Guide. Chris created me to do one thing. Help you build your map. Not a generic map. Yours. You bring your skills, your dragons, your allies, your story. I take what you have, not what someone thinks you should have, and together we chart a path forward. My only goal is to help you become the hero you're meant to be in your financial journey. Step by step, dragon by dragon.
The Guide is the heart of the system, but there's someone else who is built for a completely different reason. I read finance books that took 40 pages to teach one lesson. By the time I got to the point, I'd forgotten why I started. Dense, dry, hard to remember, so I built someone who could do it in 1 page. Someone who tells a story, makes you laugh, teaches you something, and then, just when you think it's done, he dunks on the lesson, again, boiling it down to 2 to 3 sentences that stick in your head forever. You may have already seen him, you might know him from his stories on the channel, but let me introduce you to Larry the Barbarian.
Hey, I'm Larry. I'm a barbarian. I break things. I buy cheap axes. I make mistakes with my gold. Lots of them. Chris tells my stories because he knows I'm learning. And maybe you've made some of the same mistakes I have. I know the guide. I know Chris. They let me hang around because someone's got to remind everyone that you don't have to be perfect to start. You just have to start. If a barbarian with a pile of broken axes can figure this out, trust me, you can too.
So that's who we are. The guide who lives in the book, waiting to walk with you. Larry who makes the hard lessons stick with stories and a laugh. And me, just a guy who wanted to build something that actually helps. The system isn't about getting rich quick. It's about real steps for your dragons, for your life. We designed this to walk with you, not ahead of you, not behind you, right beside you. Please, come see what we built. And we have a free gift for you. The first step. It's free. Link in the bio as always. The guide is waiting. Larry's got a story to tell. And your hero arc, well, it starts right now. Thank you.
Your map is waiting.